happening now. September is Hunger Action Month, a time to raise awareness about hunger in America and inspire action.
All month long, the Somali Oregon Service Center is partnering with Rohingya Youth Association of Portland and Oregon Food Bank to help distribute food to refugee and immigrant families. And Ali Ibrahim, Executive Director with the Somali Oregon Service Center, joins us this morning with more. Good morning, and thanks for being here.
Good morning. Thank you for welcoming me.
Yeah, tell us about the Somali Oregon Service Center. What do you do there?
Well, Somali Oregon Service Center is a 501c3 nonprofit organization which was founded by Somali leaders in Oregon. It's a growing organization which is service for Somalis and all immigrants and refugees. And our mission is to enhance economic, social development, achieve equality to all immigrants and refugees, to improve their well-being. For example, we help people when they come here, so their expectation when they're coming from back home is very high. So when they come here, they end up like they didn't get what they're expecting. So we have to help them, push them into the real life.
I would imagine that whether it's a language barrier or a cultural barrier, it can be difficult to access certain services to someone who's
That's quite
new
right,
here.
because when they are brought here, their expectation is that they will live in a very high life. But the resettlement agencies, they just put in a housing. For example, like when they're a family of 7 people, they put 2-bedroom house, and they pay like a rent for which is not enough. So what we do is, as an organization, we visit that family, we help them. For example, when they get like $700 a month and the rent is very high, they cannot pay. And they cannot go to job because they have to take a job training or something like that. So we have to go to that family, collect some money, help them, like utilities and electricity, utilities, and something else. If we cannot, we have to refer them other agencies like ERCO, ICO, Cairo, these agencies.
Yeah, about how many people do you serve? About how many refugees and immigrants do you serve?
Actually, we call ourselves Somali Oregon Service Center, but the name Somali is not only that we serve. We serve all kind of people. Even sometimes we serve the mainstream people, because we just look according to the needs of the people. So when we say how many people, it's countless. We cannot really say these people, this number of people. So that's why we cannot say this number of people, because of we serve the Rohingya people, we serve those new immigrants who came right now. So the number is countless.
Yeah, you have a wide reach.
Yeah, wide range of number.
Let's talk a little bit about your partnership with the Rohingya Youth Association and the Oregon Food Bank. Tell us about the work you're doing there.
That's really a good question, because the Rohingya Youth Association is our partner since 2020. We really work together and do a lot of different things together. And Rohingya Youth Association, they help the Rohingya and the Burmese people also, Muslim Burmese people, not only Rohingya. So we came to an idea that how can we help our people? So I was first food ambassador, double up food ambassador, then I got food system ambassador. Though Devin is my supervisor there, we came to an idea how we can partner with Oregon Food Bank. So that opportunity, we partnered with Rohingya Youth Association and SOSC Center, which called Somali Oregon Service Center, to come on an idea how we can serve our people. So we started, every month we have to serve like 40 people, 20 Rohingya and 20 Somalis. So after that, we've seen that many people who are really, really in need this kind of service, like the Refugee Service Center. We also include those people from Afghan people, some other people from other African areas. So we serve now every kind of people. So we increase the number from 40 to 80 people every month. And that helps a lot, because not only those people, even it helps the mainstream. For example, you can see a little very example, when somebody is working, he doesn't get the food stamp. So as soon as he lost his job, he should have to apply the food stamp. So the gap that he's applying, they need like the base stop and thing. In this gap, he needs something to eat. So we also help these gaps, those people who also work.
Yeah, fill those gaps.
Yeah.
We've just got a little bit of time left, but talk about briefly the event happening this month and how people can help out who hear this interview.
Well, really, we really need help, because we train our people. You know, when our people come here, there are kind of food that they don't know how to. So we give them workshops to teach them how to cook, what kind of food they have to cook and how to cook, and food poisoning and everything. We give them workshops. We also give them workshops how to ride buses. We just bring someone from the TriMet. So because of this, because when we give them the food, they need something to help them.
Right.
Our volunteers always help them to carry and distribute their houses. But the elder people, they cannot drive, so we teach them how to ride the TriMet.
It's so many things that some of us just take for granted every day, but Ali, these are wonderful resources for our neighbors in our community. So thank you so much for being here.
And,
we appreciate your time, and if you'd like to help, you can donate.
One thing I'd
it's
add is
ryapdx.org. We're back right after this.
Yeah.